Hello world! Dave here, you may call me Modown Joe. Welcome back to Let's Play Cthulhu Saves the World. Does this area look familiar to you? It should, it's right at the beginning of the game. I just thought I'd use this as kind of a landmark so that way you know quite where to go to get to the next town of Innsmouth. It's right due south from the beginning, from the area in the beginning. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it, Cthulhu. Innsmouth Inn. I have to wonder if that was an intentional pun. I mean, the developer actually mentioned that they took all the names of all the towns right from, Lovecraft books, so, you know, it would make sense, but Innsmouth should be a thing that exists, but Innsmouth, it felt like they'd had to make a pun with using, like, that Innsmouth is best known for their inns. And I have a feeling it's going to be like a Psycho Hotel or something. But anyway, let's check out the shop real quick. They actually got some decent things to buy. The Death Sword, I'm not too wild about it. If you're building towards magic, then you probably have picked up Void, and that would really help the damage of Void. But I'd stick with the Flame Blade, honestly, but for myself. That's my personal choice. The Dark Water Trident, however, is pretty damn good. We'll get an item in the next dungeon that's I'd call it a side grade. It's not a direct upgrade, but you could pass or take the Dark Water Trident. It's up to you. The Pure Blade's pretty good, definite pickup. Holy Staff's definite pickup. Energy Hilt, definite pickup. Elder Robe, definite pickup. Plague Tome. I'm sorry, I like my Volcanic Tome too much. I like the extra fire damage way too much to pick up the Plague Tome. I mean, poison damage, it's nice, but I don't see the point in boosting poison damage that much when I prefer all my damage up front instead of over time. You know, it's probably just me though. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I liked Rain of Fire and the Breath of Death and all the other summon spells. I like Kraken kind of at the beginning, but just give me a straight up damage up front. That works better against regular enemies. And yeah, this area is kind of built. I do kind of like how they use the title theme for the background music for this game. It kind of gives you a sense that we are nearing the end of the game, and well, we almost are. Oh, done. This is close to this probably next dungeon. Well, I won't spoil it. I won't say anything, but it definitely does give an air of finality, to say the least. Anyway, there's nothing fancy upstairs, no hidden chests or anything. Yeah, you don't go to a place full of Cthulhu worshippers and expect to live. I think a university professor would know something. Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah, we don't actually get to save there, because thoroughly. Dagon! Who the hell is Dagon, an old friend of yours, Cthulhu? Because I certainly haven't heard that name before. Alright, so I'm surprised Cthulhu knew exactly where Dagon would be hiding, but yeah, sure, let's save, what the hell. But anyway, so now we have to go to the Foundry and take on Dagon. So, Foundry's an interesting dungeon to say the least, but first thing I want to do, I just want to talk to a couple of people. I think one or two of them might change their dialogue. Maybe not that one. Maybe the guy at the gate. Anyway, I'm just going to take care of some things in the shop. Yeah. But, you know, now that the shop's been taken care of, let's check out the towns a bit. There's actually a couple of chests in the shops that we can get. Everyone's willpower goes up 10 points because we found a stinky fish and didn't throw up. I don't get how that helps your defense, but I'm not going to question this game's logic. We're almost through with this game anyway. I know I kind of mentioned that most of the music just falls into the background for me for this game, but I actually do love the Marsh Foundry music. It is pretty damn cool. It reminds me of something I can't place where. I'm sure it'll come to me later. Right, maybe after this fight with some new enemies, Deep Ones and Innsmouthians. The Deep Ones are I believe they're a little resistant to water, but they aren't too much of a threat. Just, we could probably take them out with our usual combo of, our usual Mambo Jambo combo. Void, sadly, took a hidden damage because we traded out the Vampire Whip. But we do have the Volcanic Tome, so whatever. That was an easy fight. We'll be getting... These fights will actually start to... The random encounters will start to get a little bit harder from here on out. Just a little bit. Like, after this dungeon, we might see some random encounters that will destroy us if we're not careful. We got some more other new enemies here. Medusa Head. There is no petrified status in this game, so don't worry about that. There is... The Medusa Heads, however, can stun you. So, keep your wits out for that, and just try to take them out quickly, and hope that they don't stun anyone important. Alright, that was an easy enough fight. They actually do a good job spreading out when you encounter certain random enemies. We got some more new enemies here, Trashy and Darkney. The Darkneys are resistant to dark type attacks, obviously, but the Trashies are weak to water, and I think fire. I haven't tested it, but they are definitely weak to water. Just watch how quickly Umi just takes out the trash. Girl, why don't you take out that trash? I promise I'll never did. No. Anyway, let's go grab that chest. It contains 1 gold. Thanks for the practical joke, devs. Really. I really appreciate that. I don't know, I'm just really trying to save up for that nice little dress. And we're halfway there. I think we can make it. I'm sure we can make it by the end of this dungeon. Or, hell, maybe we'll just have to abort halfway through one of the the post-game bonus dungeon. And yeah, this is the dungeon's main gimmick, is those treadmills. You can only go one way on them, they'll carry you wherever. It's a little throwback to Final Fantasy 3 or 6, whichever one. And we get the Chaos Trident for Umi. Like I said, this is the side grade I told you about. I mean, the extra hits, Umi doesn't use her physical attack too much, and it gives you a little more boost to magic, and the plus 50 damage to Insane is what makes it a side grade. I mean, I'd rather have the Dark Water Trident sometimes, just because, well, it could work against some enemies, but Chaos Trident works just as well, unless you're facing like certain bosses or whatever. Anyway, we got a new enemy here, the Demagogue, I think was his name. He's got a lot of HP, but he doesn't have anything particularly fancy up his sleeve. We'll see some other stronger enemies once we get through, but overall, these guys, not too fancy. They have a lot of HP. They have a lot more HP than most of the enemies around here anyway, so... And they brought out the torches again to help guide us in case we get lost, but as always, I'm just gonna ignore them to try and find some treasure. Anyway, we got some more new enemies here. Dark Priests. These guys have hurt all! Yes, the same pain-in-the-ass spell that the angel killed me with 1,000 times over. Do watch out for these guys in large numbers. Take them out quickly. But anyway, here we got a curse sword. You know, it's like they assume you haven't actually gone to that ice dungeon. A little annoying. Oh well. But, you know, if you haven't gone to the ice dungeon, there's your curse sword. It's something to consider at the very least. Whether or not you actually want to go through the pain of, you know, of a curse sword and all that. But yeah, this is actually one of the more interesting dungeons, I gotta admit. It's a little annoying that there are a lot of paths you can only go one way down, but you take it and leave it. It's an interesting dungeon. I do like that they keep introducing new gimmicks for all the dungeons. It helps keep things fresh, you know. I love it when a game does that. I love it when a game doesn't front load every little detail that you need to know right at the beginning. It gives you time to experience everything. It's something I appreciate. I gotta give them credit for that much. Anyway, really what we wanted to do was take that treadmill, because that way the bridge just leads us to an alternate way to get to that path. And we get a giant whip. One that you don't have to fight some stupid angel for. I swear, it's just our luck. Anyway, after that fight, Umi learns keep fighting. You can only use it once per battle, but it is definitely the best heal in the game. It revives everyone, it heals everyone to full, and I think it even heals MP, but it's a once per battle thing, so use it carefully. She could have also learned Heal All at that level as well, but I prefer keep fighting myself. Anyway, let's just continue on here, and oh great, switch puzzles! They brought back the switch puzzles. Actually, no, the developers are kind of like stand-up comedians. They understand the rule of 3. That after the 3rd time you tell a joke, it's not funny anymore. And I guess they figured the switch puzzles were the joke. So now the point of the switches in this dungeon is just to make backtracking easier. So that way, once you've grabbed all the loot, you can go back to it without much fuss. It's just all a matter of just making it so that you can walk down those treadmills to get to everything. Anyway, we got another new enemy here, Zazlach. I think that's how you pronounce it. Looks like Gligar. Whatever. These guys are weak to fire, so just roast them like you would with any other enemy, ladies and gentlemen. They go down real smooth. But overall, this isn't. We'll just take out the Demagogue with whatever you have first, so just to be safe. And Dacker learns Magic Hymn. I definitely would. We're not using that many magic using guys, so I think the single target one would probably be the smarter choice here. Yeah, well. But anyway, with all that said and done, we go down here. We get 5 1-ups. We could have taken a different route than shutting off the treadmill, but honestly, shutting off the treadmill makes it for a faster trip to get those 1-ups. At least from what I've experienced it. Yet there's a lot of backtracking elsewise, and well, I like to shut off the treadmills and make it easier on myself. And I guess that will probably do it for now. So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, may you enjoy the fruits of your labor. I'm Dave. Take care. Where have I heard music like this before? 9 Inch Nails? It does sound a little 9 Inch Nails-ish. Oh! I see what you did there, Zeboid Games. I see the fun you made with the music genre.